Hi, my name is Colt,
I'm Jake.
and today we're going to be talking about a movie that's full of espionage, action, and just a dose of Spider-Man.
Mother's Day.
No,
No?
I think that you're incorrect.
I can't be.
Yeah, today we're actually going to be talking about Captain America Civil War.
Oh, so that explains this shirt here. Okay. It makes sense.
Serendipitous, really.
Serendipitous, exactly.
Well, today we're going to be giving our high five, what we like to call our high five or headbutt review of Captain America Civil War. And we're going to be talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly that we saw in the movie today. So sit back, relax, enjoy. This is
Geek Battleground.
Hi, welcome back. Again, we're going to be having our high five or headbutt review of Captain America Civil War. We're going to be talking about what we liked, what we didn't like, and again, maybe what they shouldn't have put in the movie.
Yeah.
So let's get started here. Again, we're going to be talking about first about the things we liked about the movie. What was some of your favorite parts?
Pretty much everything, but I love the airport sequence. That was a favorite of mine. I love the interaction between the superhero characters. The direction was amazing. I just loved how the Russo brothers created this world and made it concise and flow really well. Just everything about the movie just worked, and I loved it.
You know, I would agree with you because I think that they really allowed the story to breathe.
Oh yeah.
They allowed it to kind of just take shape in a natural way. They didn't really try to shove too much stuff in there.
Yeah.
Sometimes that can happen, you know, if there's, especially with so many characters.
Because I thought Spider-Man was going to be like 30-second cameo, and that's it. Oh, that's shoehorned. But they made him a fully fleshed out character in this movie, surprisingly.
Yeah, I agree. I love the character development for all the characters. There was a lot of action, a lot of humor.
Oh, surprisingly.
But it was also a very emotional story, I thought. They really...
the feels.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They really, I thought, dove into the reasonings behind the decisions that these characters were making.
Yeah, like if you thought he was going to be like, oh, I'm Team Iron Man or Team Cap, this movie's going to be like, well, I could see both sides of the story and either fall into either camp at this point. It's really that good.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I really thought that they really focused on that. You can really see what you were saying, you know,
Right.
what these characters, why, their motivations.
Yeah.
And you can almost side with either one.
Yeah.
I'm still a Team Cap guy.
Oh, me too, definitely. That's why I'm wearing this shirt here.
But yeah, I really thought that was, again, just the emotional depth that it took. I mean, it definitely put these characters through the ringer.
Yes, emotionally, physically, mentally, everything. They're just worn. They're worn out.
Yeah. So yeah, they really, like, the direction was awesome. Again, I just felt that the story breathed. The acting was really good. There were some really funny parts. I loved Ant-Man and Spider-Man. Black Panther.
Yeah,
I am so excited about his movie coming out, too.
2018 can't come fast enough.
I agree. So, yeah, there was definitely a lot to like about this
Oh,
movie.
yes.
Yeah,
Very little to hate.
yeah. But now we're going to talk about that.
Okay. The hard part.
Yeah. So, if you take a look at some of the bad, was there anything bad that you thought anything you didn't really like?
Yeah, some of the CGI actually was kind of weak in certain scenes, especially the airport sequence. Let me just say, it ends up being like a Toho film, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I can agree with that. It's kind of, some of it was kind of cartoony.
Yes.
Because the problem is that sometimes CGI, it's best when you don't notice it.
Right, like Mad Max Fury Road. That was an excellent movie. You know, like it looked real. Most of it was real, but whenever you had the visual effects on the screen, it was lifelike.
Well, and I've noticed too, if you look at some of the frames of that movie, talking about Mad Max,
Right.
there was a lot of the background that was done in CGI that you just didn't see.
Yeah,
it wasn't there.
Yeah.
So I definitely thought, of course, with this type of movie, it can be tough.
Right, because it's a comic book movie, and some things can end up being cartoony, you know, especially Spider-Man, but he wasn't cartoony, surprisingly,
Yeah.
which that's good, but then other parts of the airport battle was bad.
So they definitely could have worked on the CGI just a little bit. I mean, as much money as they put into these movies,
Like $250 million on this one, I believe.
I think that they can definitely do a little bit better job with that. Really, one of them, and again, this is kind of a minor gripe, but I do feel like we have kind of seen this movie already.
Batman v Superman.
Yeah, I thought Batman v Superman, the storyline there, it's basically, of the villain, and spoiler alert, we're trying to keep this as spoiler free as possible. But the villain kind of comes in and tricks the heroes into fighting, and that's exactly what happened in Batman v Superman.
Happened in the Avengers with Loki doing that.
It happened in the Avengers, so
it's nothing new.
Yeah, exactly. So we've definitely seen this storyline before,
Right?
In a way, no mind control, fortunately.
No, thank God.
But I thought that was definitely a disservice to the film.
Yeah, just a bit.
Again, it's really just a minor thing, because if the storytelling wasn't so good, if they didn't fill in so many details and let that story breathe so well, I think it wouldn't have worked as well.
It would have been a tough 2.5 hours to sit through, but it was a breeze.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like it was 2.5 hours. I thought it was like 90 minutes. Oh, movie's over.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So it was definitely a very entertaining movie. I thought that the 3D actually was fairly well done. I know you said you didn't really care for it as much.
Yeah, that's going to be probably my ugly bit, actually.
Yeah. So I thought the 3D was actually pretty good. At least it worked for me. I do prefer 3D that kind of more comes out of the screen at you.
Me too, yes.
I thought they could have done a little bit more of that, but I didn't have when they're doing the 2D to 3D conversion, sometimes that does suffer when they don't shoot it in 3D.
Right, yeah. But getting to the 3D point, that'd be my ugly part, which would be the 3D was underwhelming, to say the least, actually. It didn't really pop. It did have a few natural moments of depth, but other than that, it was just kind of weak.
Yeah, and for me, it just the ugly bit again was to me was just the CGI as a whole.
Yeah.
Although most of it was very solid, there were
yeah.
definitely moments there that you could tell that you're looking at probably some blue screen somewhere.
Oh yeah, either blue screen or that's not a real character on screen, something like that. But other than that, those are just nitpicks in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a solid movie all the way around. I still think this movie is going to make a crap ton of money.
Probably almost $2 billion in my opinion, because it's like Avengers in a way. It has all those characters together, and people love that. Mm-hmm. So they'll probably be like, "Oh, I want to see it again, which you've seen it twice already." So.
Yeah. Oh, it was definitely. I thought it was definitely worth seeing again.
Oh,
that's for sure. I definitely feel like this is going to be top 5, if not the #1 movie of the year. Definitely top 5.
Unless Rogue One comes out and blows everybody away.
Yeah, I think Rogue One could. It's not an actual episode of Star Wars.
Right, it's a spinoff.
So I think that might have something kind of hold that back a little bit.
It could be, but people love Star Wars too.
People do love Star Wars, and I think it's an intriguing storyline. But yes. That's a video for another day.
Exactly.
So there we have it. So I know personally, I'm giving it a high 5.
High 5 for me too, man.
Enthusiastic. There we go.
Yes.
So it was definitely a good movie. It's definitely worth your time to go see. Definitely worth paying for, whether you like the 2D or the 3D.
Go for 2D for this one, in my opinion. But
well, again, I like the 3D myself. So that's kind of where we differ here.
Yeah.
But whichever one you decide to see is definitely worth it. Thank you so much for watching our video. We certainly appreciate the time that you took to view this. I know we certainly enjoy doing this for you.
Yes. I love this stuff.
Yeah, I love talking about comic books and movies. I know Jake here is a kind of a movie phenom.
Movie phenom and video games and some geek culture stuff.
Yeah. So we definitely love talking about this stuff. Comment about what you thought about the video. Give us some thoughts, whether or not you agree, disagree. Maybe some future stuff that we could do.
Yes, any comments necessary for us to do future videos would be great.
Yeah, so just give us some ideas what you'd like to see, and again, like, share, comment, subscribe.
Please subscribe.
And so, is there anything else that you want to talk about? Anything you want to plug?
No, did you?
Yeah, I actually want to. You can follow me on Twitter. Again, I don't do a whole lot on there right now, but I'm looking to get some stuff. It's at Grizzly Adkins on Twitter. So follow me there. It's with 3 Z's. I'm going to put it up on the screen so you can see it. So look forward to, again, hearing from you there as well. So
Okay.
if there's nothing else, we're going to let you go. And we thank you again so much for this video.
Yeah.
And again, this is
Geek Battleground.